Apologize for the technical difficulties here. Randolph-Macon with another leadoff hit. With one away. It'll be leadoff man Ryan Duforn. He's facing a 2-1 count. Michael Nichols on first base. He led this inning off with a single. That one does, in fact, find the zone. Duforn now faces a 2-2 count. That one gets past the catcher Jones. And Nichols will advance to second base. So now a runner in scoring position with a full count to leadoff man Ryan Duforn. Fly out to left field, his first time up to start the ball game. Full count delivery. That one misses high, ball 4. So for the first time today, multiple base runners for Randolph-Macon. With one away, it's the second baseman, Jeff Butler, due up. Second walk of the day for Richie Post. Coming into today, just 11 in the entire season. So that will warrant a mound conference. The .348 hitting Butler coming to the plate. He's got 37 RBIs on the year and a team-leading 8 home runs. Check that, second on the team. Joseph Tozzolo, 11 homers. That's leading the team. Randolph-Macon, second in the nation in home runs per game. It's a team that scores runs and does so with the long ball, 48 on the year in their 39 games. Scored double-digit runs in 18 of their 39 ball games this year. No score, though, today between two teams who are very used to putting runs up on the board. Baker swings at that first pitch and fouls it off. So Nichols on second, Duforn on first. Post trying to keep this game scoreless once again. That pitch misses inside, 1-1. Bunted at down the third base line. That pitch was way into the body of Butler, and that one will go foul. One ball and 2 strikes is the count. Post pitch is popped up. Foul ground. Layerson is under it and calling, and he'll make the catch. 2 away. It'll be the left fielder, Cole Migliorini, due up now with 2 away. Trying to end this scoreless tie with runners on first and second. Pickoff play at second base. Nichols does slide back in, and he gets there safely. It's a good heads-up base running play by Nichols as Holland, the shortstop, did sneak behind him there. There was a bit of daylight. Migliorini swings and hits that one towards center field. Tripping on his way there is poor Paddock, but he had plenty of time to get under it. That'll retire the side, so another 2 base runners stranded here as we remain scoreless through 3. We head to the top of the 4th here from Tink Stadium in Holly Springs, North Carolina, as Game 1 of the Division III South Regional is still scoreless between LaGrange and Randolph-Macon. First pitch is fouled off by McKinley Irves, the designated hitter. Walked his first time up. Each team has managed to get runners on base the last couple innings, but none have made it all the way around. Both Colin Selby and Richie Post have done a nice job. One pitch fouled away. Selby ready for the 1-2 delivery. That one lined towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Spires makes the throw to first base. And Irves very closely dives back in safely. Certainly an interesting decision by Spires in right field, but it was very nearly a perfect throw to get the runner out. But it will be a base hit for McKinley Irves and a leadoff base runner once again for LaGrange. Austin Jones, strikeout victim his first time up. Offers it a bunt and fouls that one away. Jones was also called on to sacrifice his first time up. Did not get the bunt down successfully. Each time trying to push it down that third base line like you saw him foul off there. Pickoff play at first base. Nothing doing there. Third baseman Jackson Patrick waits on deck. Quicker pickoff throw there by Selby, but he Does not manage to get Irvs in time. It's really the first time we've gotten to see Selby's A move trying to get a pickoff successfully done. The other times he did it much more casually, just trying to get the runner to get back there with a shorter lead. That one left in the dirt by Jones, 1-1. That pitch swung and missed. The bunt taken off, but strike 3 swinging. Down goes Jones for the first out. 5th strikeout of the game for Selby. And with one away, Jackson Patrick due up. Walked his first time up and was stranded there after a couple outs followed him. Pickoff play at first. Quicker move there. Still not successfully getting Irvs. A lot of attention being paid to him at first base. That pitch finds the outside corner, 0-1. Irvs with 7 steals in 9 attempts on the year. So certainly someone who can get moving on this team. He's the 4th stolen base leader. No swing, says the first base umpire, so the count 1-1. One pitch to Patrick. Irvs dancing at first base, trying to get Selby's attention. And time will be called. A little bit of cat and mouse being played between Selby and Irvs at first base and on the mound. Taking his attention off the batter. One swung and a missed. One ball and 2 strikes to Patrick. That ball in the dirt. Patrick does not chase. Rhett Holland, the shortstop, waiting on deck. Another pickoff play, and Irvs gets back in safely once again. A lot of attention being paid to him at first base. Two balls and 2 strikes. Patrick swings and fouls that one off. LaGrange trying to score their first run of the game here in the top of the fourth. That pickoff play does not get there, but certainly the closest call so far. Irv's just barely getting back in there. He was caught wrong-footed. So LaGrange keeps their runner at first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Patrick. Catcher Jurgen looking for anyone to call that one a third strike. And the first base umpire is saying that was a foul tip, and that will be strike 3. So Jurgen gets the answer he was looking for behind the dish. Second strikeout delivered by Selby. Felt like a very long at-bat because of those 5 or 6 pickoffs, but just a 5-pitch strikeout. And now 2 away, Rhett Holland at the plate. Holland, a strikeout victim his last time up. Selby has doubled his total since Holland was last at the plate. Now up to 6. Ground ball sharply hit towards first, but Tuzzolo makes an excellent diving play, and that is going to end the inning. Tuzzolo with his second defensive gem of the game. And the top of the 4th inning has concluded. Still no score here at Ting Stadium. Four, 5, 6 due up for the Yellow Jackets here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. No score from Holly Springs, North Carolina in Game 1 of this Division III South Regional. Rick Spires, the .331 hitting senior, struck out his first time up back in the top of the 1st inning. Watches that pitch find the outside corner for strike 1. It'll be Spires, Tuzzolo, Jurgen due up. In one of the most prolific scoring offenses in Division III that has so far been kept off the board. Just 2 hits in 3 innings thus far. Post working quickly. 0-2 delivery is bounced in though. That one hit hard towards the right center field gap. Mixon ranging over, though, and he'll be there to make the catch. 1 away. Tuzzolo, the first baseman, doubled his first time up. Was promptly doubled down after a line drive to left field. And an excellent play by Gassert. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike. Swung and hit hard right back up the middle where it came from, and that's going to be another base hit. Tizzolo is 2 for 2 today. Catcher Reese Jurgen now due up. He was one of the first-team All-ODAC selections for this Randolph-Macon team, alongside Selby, Tizzolo, second baseman Jeff Butler, and center fielder Ryan DeForn. Jurgen lined out to left field his last time up. That pitch just misses inside, 2-0. It's a .341 hitter on the year. Second on the team with 11 doubles. That one's popped up, foul ground. A lot of room in foul territory here in Holly Springs, but that one's just off the glove of first baseman Layerson, and that one will fall safely to the ground. Very, very close to a 3-4 flyout, as that one almost bounced into the glove of Weaver, who followed the play as well into foul ground. But instead, just a 2-1 count, and Jurgen has new life at the plate. Designated hitter Cole Grindy on deck. Pitch in there for a called strike, 2-2. Post with just the lone strikeout on the day that came back in the bottom half of the first inning. Misses inside and the count will be full. Seen some aggressive base running today with hit and run opportunities. Full count here. That one misses ball 4. Runners on first and second now for the Yellow Jackets. Third walk of the day for Richie Post. And with one away, Cole Grindy is the batter. Just 14 for 30 at the plate so far this year. Not a lot of opportunities, but batting nearly 500 in them. He was the one who was robbed on that excellent play in left field by Gassert that turned into a double play. So an out in the scorebook, but a very hard hit ball. Oh, 1 pitch, slapped foul, 0-2. Michael Nichols hoping for his chance at bat on deck. That one misses high, 1-2. The Yellow Jackets have reached base each inning so far. Tizzolo at second base for the second time today. It's the farthest they've gotten so far. 1-2 to Grindy. That one lofted, high in the air, into left field, and that one will be gloved by Gassert once again for the second out. So Grindy chases a little bit, heading into the top part of the zone, and that one will be the second out. It'll be up to Michael Nichols to try to break this scoreless tie here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch is a called strike. Nichols hit a single into right center field his first time up. The same here would score the first run of the game. In the dirt, 1-1. That one slapped foul. So Post, once again, after allowing base runners, one strike away from getting out of this inning. One-two pitch. Just does miss that outside corner. Should Nichols reach, Zach Evans waiting on deck. Fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on base. Nichols hits that one right up the middle of the center field, but over goes poor Paddock, and that will retire the side. So another 2 runners stranded for Randolph-Macon. Still no score as we head to the 5th. Top of the 5th inning here in Holly Springs, North Carolina. Dawson Weaver set to lead things off. And he watches the first pitch in there for a called strike. Still no score for 2 teams who combined average close to 16 runs per game. That one bunted nicely down the third base line. Nichols fields and throws, but it's not going to be in time, and it heads into foul territory. Chasing is Butler, but Weaver will be in there safely at second base. So a leadoff bunt single advances to second base on the throwing error by Nichols, and LaGrange LaGrange is in business here. Top of the order coming, Rhett Mixon. Strikeout victim each of his first 2 times up. Selby now facing an uphill battle here for the 3rd straight inning. Hit a bases loaded jam he got out of in the 2nd. 1st and 2nd in the 3rd, and that was quickly eliminated. And a nice play by his first baseman Tizzolo ended a threat in the 4th. Now nobody out and a runner on 2nd for leadoff man Rhett Mixon. Watches that breaking ball miss. Smartly pulls back the bunt. Time is called. Mixon a .326 hitter on the year. Just 6 extra base hits, though. Makes up for that with 13 stolen bases, a team high. One ball and no strikes. Bit of an interesting shift is being put on by Randolph-Macon. Second baseman Butler is very, very close to the first baseman Tizzolo. But because the runner's on second base, Evans, the shortstop, is playing right up the middle and behind him. So there's a big hole between the second baseman and the middle of the field at second base. Mixon bunts that one down towards third, but that's going to roll foul, 2-1. Gassert, 1 for 2 on the day, waiting on deck. Mixon with a 2-1 count. Bunts that one again. That one's going to be fielded by Selby. He'll have only one play at first, and that one's just in time to get Mixon. He almost beat out that sacrifice attempt, but his job is still done. So runner on third, Dawson Weaver, 90 feet away from breaking this scoreless tie. Jacob Gassert will be the batter. He singled his last time up. And with one away, really any hit to the outfield here will give LaGrange the first lead of the ballgame. That pitch misses outside for a ball. That one, another bunt attempt right back towards Selby. He holds the runner at third, but the second baseman, Butler, misses his foot on the bag, and that will go down as an infield hit for Jacob Gassert. So runners on the corners. And very quickly, Randolph-Macon head coach Ray Hedrick is coming out for an explanation. But I'm pretty sure it did seem like Butler just missed tapping his foot on the bag, and Gassert got there first. So what could have gone down as a failed sacrifice attempt will end up being a base hit for Jacob Gassert, and runners are on the corners for LaGrange. Perfect timing for senior James Paddock to come to the plate. He's tied for the team lead with 42 RBIs on the year. Got a .322 batting average, and he's slugging almost .470. He singled his last time up. Yellow Jackets hoping for a double play to turn here in the middle of the infield. Nonchalant pickoff maneuver by Selby. Perhaps just checking to see if Paddock would continue the bunting trend. But he is swinging away, and he fouls that first pitch off. 0-1 pitch. Bat leaves his hands, and it breaks. And that one's going to go foul. Another nonchalant pickoff play at first. Gassert is in there with plenty of time to spare. Selby's 0-2. That one chopped towards first. Play is caught at first, but the throw to home is not in time. Gisdolo caught in the middle of deciding whether to take the out at first or go for the plate. And he decides a little bit too late as Dawson Weaver does manage to come around to score the first run of the game. RBI ground out in the book for James Paddock. And LaGrange now leads 1-0 here in this top half of the fifth. And for a team like Randolph-Macon that scores so many runs, a 1-0 lead normally wouldn't feel too bad. But they have been kept off the board thus far through 4 trips to the plate. Now Jack Layerson, freshman first baseman, is up at the plate with a runner on second base and a chance to do even more damage. Gassert on second. The 1-0 pitch. Doesn't find the zone. 2-0. McKinley Irves, the designated hitter, hoping for his chance on deck. Swung on and popped foul. That one looks like it'll get out of play, and it does. Layerson 1 for 2 so far today. He was a part of that unorthodox double play that ended the third inning. Line out to Zolo at first base. Faces a 2-1 count here to Selby. Fouled away. The count evens up at 2-2. This is the first year in Randolph-Macon school history that they were seen as the #1 national ranking. Did so in the ABCA ranks for about 3 weeks in the middle of the season. This late portion, they're hovering around 5 in most of the rankings. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Selby. Swung and missed. Strike 3, that'll end the inning. Selby's 7th K, but not before LaGrange gets on the board. RBI ground out for James Paddock. And heading into the bottom of the 5th, it's a 1-0 lead for the Panthers. Bottom half of the 5th inning here in Holly Springs, North Carolina, and Randolph-Macon, the top seed here in this South Regional, is facing their first deficit of the game. LaGrange scraping across a run in the top of the 5th. And the Yellow Jackets will have 9-1-2 due up, trying to answer that 1 run. Zach Evans, the 9-hole hitting shortstop, is facing a quick 1-2 count. Richie Post working very quickly on the mound, and he gets his 2nd strikeout of the game. So, momentum continuing after that top of the 1st. Post with a 4-pitch strikeout for the first out of this inning. First pitch finds the outside corner to leadoff man Ryan DeForn. Swings and chops that one just over the outstretched glove of Post. Tough play for Weaver at second, and he will not make the play. That throw goes into foul territory, and Ryan DeForn will slide in safely at second base. Certainly an E4 on the throw to advance the runner. Be interesting to see how they score that one. Think given the location, that was a bit of an extraordinary effort to make the play. So I would give DeForn a single, followed by the advance on the throw. So 1 out. One of the fastest runners on this Yellow Jackets team is in scoring position. Second baseman Jeff Butler now the batter. Hits that one hard down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It's rolling towards the corner. The Yellow Jackets will score their first run of the game, and Butler will cruise into second base with an RBI double. So after a quiet first 4 innings at the dish, back-to-back hits, and the Yellow Jackets evaporate the Panthers' lead. Does not even last a half inning. This lineup does not get any easier. Last year's Conference Player of the Year, first baseman Cole Migliorini, is up at the plate. Oh for 1 with a walk so far today. Hits that one hard towards center field, but right at poor Paddock. He's going to make the catch, tagging at second base successfully by Jeff Butler. Looked almost as though he was going to have some trouble getting the third on a nice throw, but he does just get there in time. So with 2 away, Butler advances to third, and Rick Spires will try to knock him in to give Randolph-Macon their first lead of the game. Bunt attempt down the third base line. In comes Patrick. He's going to have to throw to first base, but that one just barely gets Spires in time, and he is not happy with that call. It's about as close to bang-bang as you could possibly get, but that will end this 5th inning. Randolph-Macon ties the game up on an RBI double from Jeff Butler, and through 5, the score is all knotted up once again at 1 apiece. The bats have come to life here in Holly Springs, North Carolina. Top of the 6th inning from Ting Stadium. We're all tied up at 1. 5, 6, 7 due up for LaGrange. McKinley Irves, Austin Jones, and Jackson Patrick due up. First pitch fouled away by Irves. 7 strikeouts through 5 innings so far for Selby on the mound. That one behind the batter. Irves just barely managing to get out of the way. Freshman designated hitter today. Faces a now 1-2 count. Only player to reach base both times up so far. Walked in the first inning. A single his last time up to lead off the 4th. Watches that breaking ball miss high. That one just misses once again. It's the count full. Irves battling back to get into this leadoff at bat. 1 versus 6 matchup, starting things off very well here in the South Regional. Swung on and chopped towards short. Evans is there to field, and he gets the 6-3 put out for the first out of this inning. This is certainly one of the most difficult regionals to get placed in. Randolph-Macon the 5th overall seed nationally. TCNJ also a top 15 team. Christopher Newport's a top 15 team. Denison's been high in the rankings. Alvernia's received votes in the top 25. So a lot of these teams had top-end success already this season. All stuck in the same regional here. Double elimination to see who advances to Wisconsin for the finals. 1-1 is the count to Austin Jones. He has struck out each of his 2 times up so far today. Watches that one miss low, 2-1. Been called on to bunt each of his first 2 times up, so has not been given an opportunity to swing the bat freely until the 2-strike count. And now we'll have a 3-1 count to work with. And he will reach base. So a 1-out base runner for LaGrange. Jackson Patrick, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. First pitch swung on. That was a hit and run play all the way. Patrick slashing at a ball near his eyes and fouling it off. TCNJ will face Alvernia at 3 o'clock today following the ending of this game. That one's hit into right field. Actually, it's a pickoff play gone awry. And over towards third will go the base runner Jones. So a very eventful pickoff maneuver gone unsuccessful. And Austin Jones finds himself 90 feet away from taking the lead once again for LaGrange. Good time for Jurgen to come out and talk to his pitcher, Selby, try to calm him down after a mistake like that. Patrick with an 0-1 count at the plate. Now all he has to really do is get the ball in play into the outfield, and he's got another RBI. Hit hard towards short. Runner breaks for the plate. Jones is out at the plate. Nice play by Evans. No slide would have gotten Jones out of that one for the second out. So Patrick on first base on a fielder's choice. Jones eliminated from the base paths at the plate, going all the way on contact, and Evans, who was playing in at shortstop, had a nice quick 2-hopper to throw to the plate for the easy second out. First pitch is swung on and fouled off by Rhett Holland. Holland 0 for 2 so far, but was absolutely robbed by first baseman Joe Tizzolo on a diving play on a hard hit grounder. That one chopped foul once again, 0 2. So Holland's stat line could look a little bit nicer if not for that glove hand play his last time up. Selby settles in on the mound looking for his 8th strikeout of the game, trying to end this 6th inning. That one lofted foul, and it's going to get out of play. Holland stays alive for at least one more pitch. Patrick takes his lead from first. The 0-2 pitch. Just off that outside corner, 1 and 2. Dawson Weaver, who scored the run of the game so far for LaGrange, waiting on deck, hoping to get a chance. One-two pitch from Selby. Breaking ball does not get back into the zone, 2 and 2. Each team has stranded 6 base runners so far today through 5 complete innings. 2-2 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3, 8th K of the game for Selby on the mound. And that will close out this top half of the 6th. Randolph-Macon keeps the game tied at 1-1 by getting Austin Jones out at the plate. Richie Post out for his 6th inning of work here in the bottom half of the frame. Randolph-Macon and LaGrange College tied at 1 here in the South Regional in Holly Springs, North Carolina. 5, 6, 7 in the order due up. Joseph Tizzolo leading things off. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a double so far today. First pitch swinging, and he crushes that one way foul. Tizzolo really turned on that pitch. Reese Jurgen, Cole Grindy to follow him in the order. Count now quickly goes to 0-2. Swung and grounded over towards his counterpart first, and Layerson makes the 3 unassisted put out for the first out of the inning. Post attention will turn to Reese Jurgen, the catcher. Sophomore hitting .341 on the year. He's 0 for 1 with a line out and a walk so far today. Starts the count off 1-0. 2-0 after that fastball misses inside. DH Cole Grindy waiting on deck. Ground ball hit hard towards the middle, diving past Holland, and that one will be a base hit into center field. Jurgen with his first hit of the ball game and a 1-out base runner for the Yellow Jackets. Just barely getting it past that outstretched glove of Holland at shortstop. So it'll be Cole Grindy who has lined out and flown out to left field. Both hard hit balls, but both into the glove of Gassert. Now 14 for 32 on the year. Six of his 14 hits have gone for doubles. So in limited playing time, Grindy has certainly done as much as he could with it. First pitch swinging and missing. 0-1. Check over for Jurgen at first base. He's in there safely. That one's going to miss low, 1-1. Third baseman Michael Nichols waits on deck. See some action beginning in the bullpen for LaGrange as both of these pitchers have gone pretty solidly through their 5+ innings so far. Check over at the runner once again. Grindy facing a 1-1 count. Hits that one hard towards center field, but that one's going to be right at poor Paddock once again. And he will record the second out. Third baseman Michael Nichols, 1 for 2 so far today. Base hit back in the third, and he lined out to center field his last time up in the fourth. Nichols, one of 3 in his family on this team. Twin brother Matthew is a relief pitcher on this team, and older brother Sean is an outfielder. All in the sophomore class, but not triplets. Pitch grounded softly towards first. The only out to be recorded is at first, and that one will be easily done. Layerston records the final out of this 6th inning, and we will remain tied 1 run apiece heading into the 7th. Colin Selby out for another inning of work here in the top of the 7th. He's at 93 pitches so far. He'll face 9, 1, and 2 for LaGrange. First pitch swinging and fouling it off is Dawson Weaver. Weaver singled and scored the only run of the day so far for the Panthers back in the 5th. He grounds this one up the middle. That one's going to be sliding catch made by Butler, but he does get it in time. Unbelievable throw from his knees in the hole at second base, and Butler records an impressive first out of this 7th inning. He had a long way to range over towards the middle. Didn't think he had enough time to make that throw, but got just enough power on it to get it to Tozzolo at first base for the first out. And Selby has enjoyed quite a few short at-bats like that. Just 2 pitches for the first out of this inning. Only more than 20 pitches in 1 frame, and that was back in the 2nd when he got the bases loaded and got out of the jam. So action beginning, but not really in much of a rush in the Yellow Jackets bullpen. So this will be Selby's inning for now to finish. He's got a 2-0 count to leadoff man Rhett Mixon, though. Hit that one hard towards shortstop, and that's going to get past Evans for a base hit. Mixon's first hit of the ball game, and a 1-out base runner for the Panthers. And this really is where Mixon can get his work going. He's got 13 stolen bases on the year. Does look like he's getting checked on a little bit, maybe a cramp in his calf muscle as he's slowed up after that hit. Head coach David Kelton coming over to check on him, along with the athletic trainer. Kelton's in his 5th year of coaching at LaGrange. He's a 2nd-round pick for the Chicago Cubs back in 1998. He was picked out of high school. He's a minor league baseball player of the year in 2002. Enjoyed a cup of coffee a couple of times in 03 and 04, getting up to the majors with the Cubs. He's got 125 wins now in his career at LaGrange coaching. Looks like his leadoff man is going to be okay to stay in the game at first. So with one out, likely their fastest base runner on first is going to be left fielder Jacob Gassert due up. He's 2 for 3 in the game. He's also made his presence known in left field with quite a few nice plays. Swung on and hit hard up the middle. Backhanded and stopped by Butler. Does he get the flip? He does get it just in time. Essentially playing goalie on the ground there as he was trying to get that ball flipped up to his shortstop Evans after stopping it from reaching the outfield. And he will record the second out and get the advance lead runner. So Gassert reaches on a fielder's choice. And it'll be up to 3-hole hitting center fielder James Poropatic to continue this rally. First pitch swinging, popped up foul and out of play. This next one will be pitch 100 of the afternoon for Selby. And it's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Eight Ks on the afternoon. The bullpen working behind him. Let's see if he can perhaps close out his afternoon with a ninth. Runner goes. That one slashed foul and out of play. Poropatic down to an 0-2 count with 2 away and a runner on first. Trying to extend this inning for the Panthers. Runner goes, and he waves at that one, strike 3 swinging. So 9th K of the afternoon for Selby. He strands a runner at first base. It's stretch time here in Holly Springs. Tie game, 1 apiece for Randolph-Macon and LaGrange. Bottom half of the 7th, Zach Evans set to lead things off from the 9-hole for Randolph-Macon. Richie Post still working on the mound. Evens up the count at 1-1. Evans stepping out of the box to try to prevent the fervent pace that Post is pitching at. Finds that outside corner. One-two pitch. Misses in the dirt. That one slapped at, and Evans stays alive in this at-bat, 2-2. Hit hard towards left field, drifting back, and that one's going to one-hop the wall. Evans on his way into second base. The throw's going to come into the cutoff man, and it's a leadoff double for Zach Evans. Evans really got a hold of that one, drilling it into right field for his 7th double on the year. Second leadoff double of the game for Randolph-Macon. Tizzolo ended up being doubled up at second base, but certainly a chance for them to break this 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 7th. Bunt offered at, popped up, but just out of the diving reach of Austin Jones behind the plate. It's just the 81st pitch of the afternoon for Richie Post. Very economical on the mound, and in a double elimination tournament packed into a couple of days here in Holly Springs, doing a great service for his team, keeping them from having to utilize the bullpen very much. 0-1, third baseman Patrick creeping in after that, down to advance the runner, and instead will face an 0-2 count. Coach Hedrick wants a word with him. Certainly appeared as though they were sacrifice bunt attempts, but the approach was a little bit more of the hit variety, as he didn't really ever square around. As a leadoff hitter, DeForn probably more used to those bunt for base hit opportunities. He'll have an 0-2 count here. Holland creeping behind Evans at second. Gets back to his position. 0-2 hit hard towards second base. That'll advance the runner like a bunt. And the 4-3 putout is done. But Dufourn has to be pretty happy with getting his job done despite not getting that bunt down. Evans advances to third. And with one away, Randolph-Macon 90 feet away from breaking the tie. Jeff Butler at the plate. He doubled his last time up. Time is called. Looks like it'll be a mound conference here for LaGrange. We'll see if this is the end for Richie Post, who has done an excellent job so far today. Possibly more of a situational discussion here for the team. And that is it for Richie Post. So he gets into the 7th inning, 1 out in. We'll see who is coming in on the mound to replace him when we come back. So a base hit by Jeff Butler with a runner on third gives Randolph-Macon a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Big timely hit there for Butler. The new pitcher coming in is greeted very quickly with allowing that run. Gibson Bittner, the freshman on the mound for LaGrange. He's made 21 appearances so far this year, just one start, but 52 innings of work. He has been a workhorse out of the bullpen for this Panthers team. Big swing and a miss there, 0-2. So Butler gets the job done against the reliever. The second pitch that he sees from him, a base hit right back up the middle into center field. 0-2 pitch is grounded past the first baseman Layerson, and that will go into right field. Butler heads towards third, and it'll be runners at the corners after that Migliorini base hit. Still just one away. Looked as though Layerson was going to come up with a diving play there. Just out of his reach and past him, though. Randolph-Macon continues their bottom of the 7th rally here, trying to put some distance between them and the Panthers. This certainly has not been a 1 versus 6 seed feel to it through 7 innings so far today. This will be the first inning that ends in a non-tie after both LaGrange and Randolph-Macon putting runs up in the 5th inning and matching each other shot for shot. Now a 2-1 lead for Randolph-Macon and a chance for more. Rick Spires 0 for 3 so far today. He's got a 1-1 count at the plate now against Bittner, who in his 52 and a third inning so far has 49 strikeouts, just a 1.38 ERA, and 12 walks in those 52 innings. So a very impressive freshman campaign out of the bullpen. He's got a 1-2 count now to Spires. Going to close the book for Richie Post after that run from third came home to score. He threw 6 and a third, allowed just 7 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and both of those earned runs. That pitch misses inside, so the count will go to 2-2. Joe Tuzzolo, the first baseman, who's 2 for 3 so far today. Waiting on deck, hoping to get his chance. Spires crushes that one into left field, but that one's going to go foul and way into the parking lot. Bittner trying to record his first out of this appearance in the bottom of the 7th. He's got Spires in a 2-2 count. And he'll have to do it again, another foul ball. Butler, the second baseman, is at third. Migliorini, the left fielder, at first. Yellow Jackets looking to extend their first lead of the ballgame. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Down goes Spires, his 4th out recorded of the game. He's 0 for 4 now with 2 strikeouts. It'll be up to Joe Tuzzolo, the first baseman, to get this run home from third. He's got a team-leading 54 RBIs on the year, 25 extra base hits, 11 of those home runs. Just a single would give Randolph-Macon a 2-run lead here. Offered at. Home plate umpire says he did go around for strike 1. Swung on and hit hard towards right field. Drifting back, though, is Mixon. And he will get under it to make the final out. So Randolph-Macon gets their first lead of the ball game, but strands 2 more chances on the base path. So they will head into the top of the 8th with a 2-1 lead. At 103 pitches on the day, Colin Selby back out for more here in the top of the 8th. His Yellow Jackets finally claiming their first lead of the ball game. His first pitch is in the dirt to Jack Layerson. One-0 pitch. That one hit in the air towards center field. Dufourn going back, and he makes the catch for the first out. Randolph-Macon 29-0 this year when they have a lead after the 7th inning concludes. Regional baseball is certainly a different beast, so an undefeated record, not really a safe bet. But the 1 seed in good shape with a lead here in the top of the 8th. Grounded towards second base. Butler ranges over. Another tough play for him. The one-hop throw does not get caught this time by first baseman Tizzolo, and it'll be an infield hit for McKinley Irves. So 1-out base runner. Austin Jones, the batter now. He walked his last time up and was thrown out trying to score from third base. Butler has really been tested at second base today. He's made a lot of plays ranging over towards the middle of the diamond, most of them successfully. That time, though, just a little bit too much on him to get that throw accurately and strong enough to the base. First pitch in there for a called strike to Austin Jones. Swung on and popped foul and out of play. Quickly, Jones behind 0-2. Some double-barreled action in the bullpen for Randolph-Macon. Selby approaching 110 pitches on the mound this afternoon. He's got an 0-2 count to Jones. Just does miss that outside corner, 1-2. Selby, this team's ace in 2018. He was the ODAC Pitcher of the Year, 2.63 ERA, 10-1 overall record. Leads the nation in strikeouts in Division III, and he gets a foul ball there, just barely spoiling another strikeout. So Jones stays alive at the plate. Irvs takes his lead at first. 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. Selby's 2-2. That one swung on and missed. 10th strikeout of the day for the junior Colin Selby. And we have 2 away here in this top half of the 8th. With a runner on first, Jackson Patrick will try to keep the Panthers rally going. And Selby will try to complete an 8th inning of work here in Holly Springs. Patrick reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 1-0 pitch, misses low. The throw back to first, and Irvs just does get back in there safely. Really aggressive secondary lead. Two balls and no strikes is the count to Jackson Patrick. Swung on and popped up into foul ground in right field. Drifting over is Spires, and he will put a glove on it for the final out of this inning. So 8 innings of work for Selby. He gets the job done. He's allowed just 1 run on the day, and Randolph-Macon maintains their 2-1 lead. Reese Jurgen set to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 8th for the Yellow Jackets. They lead 2-1 here in Holly Springs in Game 1 of the South Regional. First pitch hits him in the head. The breaking ball that clearly just got out of the grip of Bittner on the mound. Certainly not the most fun way to get on base. It'll get the athletic trainer out to get a look at Jurgen to make sure he's okay. Looks like he's perfectly happy with going to first base. And that's where he'll go. So a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 8th by means of the hit by pitch, and Cole Grindy, the designated hitter, will be up. Grindy pulls back his bunt attempt. Watches that pitch miss for ball 1. 0 for 3 so far today. All 3 outs recorded in the outfield. Twice to left, once to center field his last time up. Randolph-Macon looking for an insurance run as that bunt is pushed foul, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to the designated hitter. That one misses high, 2-1. Michael Nichols, the third baseman, waiting on deck. Selby did an excellent job getting through an 8th inning, preserving the bullpen, but I'm sure we will see some bullpen work come in the 9th for Randolph-Macon, and they're trying to get some insurance runs for whoever it is that comes in. The leadoff base runner, now a 3-1 count to Grindy. Pitch. That one misses low. Ball 4. Back-to-back free passes to start the inning. Not the way Gibson Bittner wanted to start his first inning of work. Not coming in relief. He allowed a runner to come in to score. That went on Post's stat line. Now he's had a bit of a struggle here in the bottom of the 8th. After what was an impressive freshman campaign where he had just a 1.38 ERA. And that is going to do it for him this afternoon. So we will see another reliever come in for LaGrange when we come back. The only pitcher that has come in more times than Gibson Bittner, Zach English, enters the ball game. The senior, 26 appearances on the year. This will be his 27th. And his first pitch is a breaking ball. You see the sidearm delivery there. That one misses the bunt from Nichols as he pulls back for ball one. So English, 26 appearances, 53 innings pitched, 32 strikeouts, just 5 walks. But he comes in facing runners on first and second, and now a 1-0 count to Michael Nichols, who is 1 for 3 so far today. Nichols squares to bunt, pushes that one down. The play will go to third base. Excellent fielding play by English, and he gets the lead runner for the first out of this 8th inning. Pitcher's fielding practice did wonders for that one. English does a nice job getting the lead runner, and Nichols unsuccessful in getting down a sacrifice as that one goes right back to the pitcher. And we have one out in the exact same situation where Randolph-Macon started. English, a starter last year. That one gets just past the outstretched glove of Holland at short, and everyone will advance one base. So Grindy goes to third, Nichols into second, and it is another hit for Zach Evans. Once again, Holland just barely unable to make the diving attempt to prevent that grounder from escaping the infield. But I think either way in that situation, it would have ended up a hit for Evans. So it'll be the top of the order. Ryan DeForn to the plate. Four straight batters have reached base. Nichols obviously getting on there from the fielder's choice, so an out was recorded. So one away, bases loaded. Randolph-Macon clinging to a 2-1 lead. That one lifted in the air to right field. Mixon is under it. We'll see if the runner tags at third. He does, and he stops smartly with the sharp throw. Coming into the cutoff man exactly on line by Mixon. So that'll be a fly out to right field, and no sacrifice fly. Did not quite get it deep enough. So the Yellow Jackets down to their final opportunity to extend this 2-1 lead. It'll be Jeff Butler, who is hits in back-to-back at-bats, an RBI double in the 5th, an RBI single in the 7th. He is up with the bases loaded and 2 away, trying to knock a runner in once more. First pitch in there for a called strike. The Yellow Jackets have a couple of impressive bullpen arms of their own. A couple to choose from entering the 9th inning. Trying to give them a little bit more run support here. The count goes to 1-1 to Jeff Butler. English delivers. Butler lofts that one into center. Poor Paddock comes over, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So another 3 runners stranded for the Yellow Jackets. They will look to hold on to a 1-run lead as LaGrange has one last chance to tie up this ball game in the 9th. Top of the ninth here in Game 1 of the NCAA D3 South Regional from Holly Springs, North Carolina. LaGrange with one last chance to claw back in this one. They are down 2-1 to Randolph-Macon. And I was wrong. Colin Selby back out on the mound. 110 pitches in. And he's going to try to extend his start. He starts that one off to Red Holland for an 0-1 count. Holland 0 for 3 so far today. Twice a strikeout victim. Selby has 10 of those in the game. And the bullpen does appear warm and ready for Randolph-Macon. But for now, this one is Selby's opportunity to close out. Grounder towards second. Butler fields. Nice 4-3 put out for him once again. Running away from the bag, but able to make the throw in time for the first out. 8-9-1 in the order for the Panthers. One run down here in this double elimination tournament in the regional. Tough draw facing the 1 seed to start things off here is the number 6. It'll be Dawson Weaver with one away. Weaver 1 for 3. He singled and came around to score the lone run for the Panthers so far today. That pitch does find the zone. 1-1. Randolph-Macon gained the lead in the 7th inning. Zach Evans came around to score an RBI single from Jeff Butler. That's the difference in this game so far. Dawson Weaver has a 2-1 count in his favor now. Top of the lineup in Rhett Mixon waiting on deck. Hopeful that it might be with a runner on base as Weaver now has a 3-1 count. Three-one pitch. In there on the outside corner, and the count is full. Selby 3 walks to 10 strikeouts so far today. He's allowed just that lone run. That one popped up towards left center field, converging our Migliorini, and making the catch is the center fielder Dufourn for the second out. So Selby 1 out away from a complete game win here to start things off in the South Regional. I'll have to go through Rhett Mixon, the leadoff hitter, to do just that. Mixon 1 for 3 so far today. He's also dropped down a sacrifice bunt. That helped move Weaver over, and that ended up helping him score back in the 5th. Breaking ball finds the zone for the first strike. Big swing and a miss on another breaking ball there. Selby now 1 strike away from picking up the win. Oh, 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. Gassert, the left fielder, hoping for his chance on deck. Selby trying to close things out here. Swing and a chopper towards Selby on the mound. He fields himself. Underhand flip to first base. And that is your ball game. Randolph-Macon takes the win in the opening game of this South Regional here in Holly Springs. They win 2-1 over LaGrange. We will be back in action here at Ting Stadium for more South Regional baseball between TCNJ and Alvernia, the 2 versus the 5. First pitch scheduled for that game at 3 p.m. So long, folks, from Holly Springs. Thank you all for listening. I'm Joe DiRienzo, and we'll be back for the next broadcast coming in at 3 o'clock.